Hey guys, it's Donna. How you guys doing? Well, here I am, and it is the 16th because it is past midnight. Okay, the early bird catches the worm, I suppose. I hope everybody's doing good, and I popped on because I wanted to be able to have a little midnight chatty chat with you guys. Chat, whatever. However, I would like to do is I'd like to be able to give you guys some reasons on how becoming a clear channel. I know some of you guys were interested last night about learning. I got a lot of emails today saying that you guys really liked last night on how I was talking about being an empath and the ascension process and what we need to do and so forth. But I want to start off by saying hello, and I want to start off by saying I hope everybody is doing well, and I hope to find everybody doing well. Like I said, it's going to be the 16th of October already, and we're still in the moon phase. Yeah, we sure are still here. We have about another day and a half to go, and there's some things that I want to talk about. I have here for you guys, becoming a clear channel for people who want to become more clear in order to hear. The best way to live a magical, empowered life is to become a clear channel for your divine energy to flow. And, there's things, are you allowing your divine energy to flow through you, or are you channeling the muck and debris of the world? You have to always remain clean and clear if you're going to channel, or if you're going to connect with your spirit guides, or you're going to connect with spirit. Here I am with my tea, my kava. It says grateful. Actually, it says, you have a special place in my heart. It was a gift, actually, that was given to me. And so, yeah, here I am. It's relaxation time and story time with Donna. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. For those of you that are my wonderful, lovely people, thank you so much for coming and supporting me. But I would like to talk about becoming a clear channel for you. I'd like to talk about, I'm going to read you a few things here that I have that I think are very important for you to understand, and then we'll talk about it. You can become very clear in your spiritual channel by doing some mental and physical housekeeping. It means like what we were talking about last night, keeping your vessel clean, making sure that you're meditating, making sure that you're taking your spiritual baths and showers, making sure that you are not doing anything unnecessary stuff. If you're looking to open up and become much more where you can help more people and help yourself and those in your family. Like I know Miguel, you were on here and you were saying that you were praying and taking on energy of your, Titi, of your aunt, and you don't want to take on other people's energy. You want to be able to release that, because you shouldn't be feeling all that. That is something that you learn as you go along. There's time to clear it out. Are you confused in any area of your life? Time to ask for help and learn more. Are you avoiding what seems difficult only to allow it to worsen through neglect? That means if you know that you're feeling a certain way, your vibration level needs to be stellar. I mean, you really need to have it up there. If you're not feeling well, or you're feeling very tired or sluggish, you shouldn't be channeling, and you shouldn't really be doing any work with other people. That's why it's important to take that time off, because too many people come and they can actually push their energy off onto you as you're watching them. If they're not circling their computer, their camera, their area, their desk, anything, you can give off to other people your energy. So you don't want that to happen. You want to make sure that you are making sure that you aren't confused in your life. Time to ask for help and learn more. Are you avoiding what seems difficult only to allow it to worsen through neglect? You don't want to neglect. You want to make sure that you take charge of your life. Make sure you take charge of what you want to learn and what you want to do. Everything's about vibration. You know, it's like Dr. Emoto, who passed away. However, if you could read up, and you could easily look up Dr. Emoto for people that are not familiar, and there are, I'm sure, a lot of you that are. He did the testing with water, and he also did it with plants. He put a glass of water by rock music, you know, heavy metal music, and he watched how the water permeated, what it did when the rock music came on, and how it became very, I want to say, it was almost like, for the water, it was like very impulsating looking, and you can tell it was being affected by the hard rock music that it was picking up the vibes to. Then he put on mellow music, very soft, soothing, relaxing music, and you've seen the difference. Same thing with the plants. He wound up watching the vibes on the plants that would vibrate around good music, very soothing music, and then again with the rock music, heavy, metal music, you see what happened. So it's the same with people, how you vibrate around different types of people, energy. If you're a very sensitive person or empathic person, you will pick up easily around somebody the vibe, whether you feel good around them or whether you feel like you need to escape from them because you don't feel good. You feel like I know for myself, like I'll give you for instances of myself. I know if I go in a room around somebody and I pick up that they're either anxious, antsy, they had a bad day, or they're not feeling well, or something's going on with them, I immediately pick up and I want to get away, far, far away from them. I've had it with my own companions that have been my husband, my boyfriends, and so forth. If they were not in a good mood and they were lying or they weren't being in the best state for me, I could pick up on it very easily, and I felt like I needed to get away. I would have rather been alone by myself than be around that. And that goes for the same today. I keep my circle very small, my friends very small, my family very small, because I will not be around toxicity and people that do not serve me on a higher purpose and a good. Especially if I want to be a person helping and healing as a shaman to other people. You have to be in a very complacent place where you feel that you're comfortable in your own skin, that you don't feel like you are jumping out of your skin. Like I know a lot of people that go to the mall and you're around a lot of people at the mall, that you feel the energy of people passing by. It's like overstimulating to the point where you get a headache, you feel nauseous, you feel very sweaty, you start breaking out with a sweat out of nowhere. You feel like you need to get out of there. And as soon as you get in your car and you put a little music on, you start to feel a little bit comfortable. You have a little bit of water, something to drink, and you realize, wow, that really affected me. And you go home and you feel exhausted and you want to go to sleep because you feel like that was like a whole 35 minutes to an hour in the mall. Absolutely sends me spiraling. I cannot do it. I'd rather go to outlets outside if I have to, because the vibration and the energy of people sometimes can be overwhelming, especially if somebody's extremely upset and crying. But if I'm working, it's a different story. If I'm working and that's what I'm doing, then I know to come prepared. But if I'm just running out to be everyday Donna and I have to run and pick up something, and I try to get in and out, and I try not to make any eye contact, because eye contact, your eyes are Your eyes are your soul. You know, it's your eyes are the view to your soul. And it's like I try to get in and out. I have sunglasses on a lot. Sometimes I'll wear a hat. Get in, get out. You know, people would think that I was a celebrity running from the paparazzi, but I'm running from the energy. To be quite honest with you, I'm running from people making eye contact because they can feel the pull of my energy. If they're looking in my eyes, you can feel the pulsating in the pull, and they want to strike up a conversation, or they want you to sit there forever and have a conversation with them. And sometimes I do, depending on the person, if I can handle it for like so long, and I'll be like, you know, I don't mean to be rude or anything, but I do have to run. I have errands I got to do, and I got to be someplace, and I rush because I cannot deal with being overstimulated. I need to be in a very, that's why by the ocean for me is the best place for me to be, in the sand, you know, sitting on by the ocean, because I feel at home. I feel at peace. I don't know if everybody feels that way, but I do. That is the way that I feel. However, let me continue on about the clear channeling and the clear channel for yourself. Okay, and I think you'll get something out of here. Stop procrastinating. Are you absorbing the unhealthy energies of others instead of directing your power to set and serve your own goals? Time to set stronger energetic boundaries. That goes with family, that goes with friends, that goes with lovers. That's another subject that we're going to talk about for people that have sex, okay? Most people are not watching, I'm sure, my video under the age of 18 years old. So, however, when you have sex with somebody, okay, and the person is toxic, has some sort of energy going on, or are taking drugs, not in a good place, drunk, has been doing, you know, say it's a one-night stand type of thing. You meet them. My throat's kind of a little funny today, so just bear with me. You have a one-night stand with somebody. I have a taboo. All right, I do not have sex with people that I don't know. Okay, I don't have one-night stands. This is not a judgment to anybody that does. Okay, I'm not saying you're a bad person, good person. I'm not saying anything of the sort. I'm talking about me as an empath and a person that is a high frequency vibrational person. When you have sex, you are communing with somebody. You are igniting your highest potential energetic field with somebody. And you will take on their persona. If they are somebody that is manipulating, lying, you'll start feeling very uneasy. You'll know. That's why I tell people, don't just sleep with anybody, okay? Make sure the person you're with is the person that you want to be with, and somebody that honors, you know, making love, having sex as a part of a ritual, okay? It's a feel-good, when people are gifted people and you are at a high state of vibration and you are a high energetic person, meaning that your frequency is giving off a very strong load, you know, you're giving off a very strong pulsating load, okay? When you're locking with somebody like that, you want to make sure they're on the same frequency that you are, because they can steal your energy. They can steal your thunder. They can definitely be not good for you. So that is something that you always want to keep in mind as you're opening up and you're becoming more evolved and becoming more of a person that is looking to be awakened, and you know, your whole life changes. Your whole perception changes. You see things in a different way. You don't look at things in a very minute type of persona that you did prior to being awakened. You take more pride in the situation. You make having sex a ritual, in a sense that you feel it's a very huge, without getting so overly funny about it, you know, I know I'm on a tangent right now about one thing and I slipped to another. The ADD is kicking in again. I'm sorry, guys, but it's important. We'll talk more about this sexual thing, but you really do have to be careful outside of, you know, STDs and HIV and getting diseases and so forth. You have to also worry about your vibrational level with somebody when you're having sex. Something to keep in mind. It's not a joke, honestly. Your divine energy is calling you to recognize and sweep away the mental debris, confusion, physical and psychic clutter, and self-undoing that's preventing you from being the receptive, clear channel for your divine energy you are designed to be. Your divine invitation. Take an honest inventory of all that clogs your life, body, mind, and spirit, and have the courage to admit the problem and decide to remove it one step at a time. That is, I mean, I really don't have to say more than that to you, because I think you get the gist of the matter, that you do have to, okay, more than ever, you have to start removing obstacles out of your way. Inventory of all that clogs your life. That means, you know, people, places, things that you're hanging on to that doesn't serve you any purpose. It's time for you to really become a clear channel, all right? And it's time for you to clear your space so that you can make room for the better things that you want in your life. People complain every day and are you know, being aggravated and frustrated and feels like nothing's happening for them in their life, but it's only because you're not taking the steps that you need to in order to get that to happen. There's another topic, which would be strengthening your gifts, okay? Examine what's important to your spirit right now and forget the rest. Focus especially on your talents and your gifts and identify what you need to do to strengthen them. Don't let the negativity of the world override or sabotage your commitment to yourself. Avoid drama-filled conversations that have a demoralizing effect on you. Protect yourself against wasting your divine energy on anything that leads you to self-doubt. Okay? I mean, it's very explanatory. Anything that's going to leave you, you want to strengthen your gifts, you want to open them more. So you're going to have to start doing things that you're not used to doing. You're going to have to start really taking charge. You're going to have to, I want to say, let go more than anything of things that are sabotaging or wasting your time. A lot of relationships that you may be wasting time with. You know, you're just sitting there biding time. At this point, it's like your divine is calling you to direct your energy towards strengthening your talents and gifts. Everybody has gifts. Everybody has talents. It all depends on what you want to strengthen. Your gift is in your pineal gland. That's where everything permeates. That's where everything starts. It's like a muscle. When you go to the gym and you work out your biceps, okay? You're working out your biceps and your triceps. Okay, as you work them out, they become bigger, stronger, right? You feel, you know, from working them out, they look good, they feel good. Same thing when you use your gifts. As you utilize it more and you hone into your intuition more and your empathic ability more and your clairvoyancy more, your sense of smell, your sense of seeing things, your mediumship, if you're able to pick up on people that have passed over. That was like my first gift that came in. And that one was like annoying after a while, because being empathic, they didn't want to leave. They wanted to hang out with me, and, you know, I couldn't get people to leave. That's why when I did the one show, I wound up doing with John Edwards from Crossing Over, I didn't want to do it because, like, it was too draining for me as an empath. Like, and it is for him too, because he's empathic as well. It's like people want to hang around, even Teresa Caputo, same thing with her. I went to her book signing and we talked for a while and stuff because she picked up that I was a medium and stuff. And same thing with her. It's like, if you ever read her book, she will tell you in there, she has extreme anxiety. People that are gifted have a lot of anxiety, okay? Have a lot of PTSD. Like, it's almost like you are traumatized when you're out and about. You don't know, if you don't know how to harness and hone in on your gifts, and you just go out there without a mentor, which I did, and I learned the hard way. That's why I'm here, because I'd like to make sure people don't do the things that I did. Run up against the wall wasn't like my thing to do, okay? It would have been nice to have somebody, but at the time, I didn't really, and I was being channeled at the time to just kind of listen to my guidance, and I did. But nevertheless, I did hit up against the wall. I did drain myself. I did find myself in situations. I learned by example, and I learned by my lessons that I would learn, that I was learning along the way. Nobody was telling me. I wasn't reading books on it. I was told not to read, just listen to my channeling that was coming through, my guidance and my spirit guides that were talking to me. And at the time, it was Archangel Michael, who was my first encounter with, was Archangel Michael. Then it was Archangel Gabriel, Uriel, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, and Michael. The four of them were who I channeled with from the very beginning. So I worked with the archangels very closely. It wasn't a passed over relative or an ancestor or a spirit. It was the archangels that came in, and that's who I was with. So I did get the best, but also they had to let me go at some point to learn on my own. Like, it was like, okay, well, we're here, but we're going to watch you now. Everything that you learned, all the oopsies that, I felt, now I had to put them to work, and I had to utilize what I learned and put it to use now. And there were many times that I would get very annoyed, and I would, look for Archangel Michael and say, help, I need your help. And he's like, I'm here, but you can do this. And they would encourage me. They would, I could communicate with them like I'm communicating with you. And I can still do that. However, they've, set back further because they want me to do this. They know that I am capable of being an earth angel and working here and doing the job and teaching people. That's what I'm meant to do, is be a teacher for people and help them strengthen their gifts and become stronger in who they are. So that's my, that's my gig. That's what I'm here for. That's my gig. Protect yourself against wasting your divine energy on anything that leads you to self-doubt. Your divine energy is calling you to direct your energy towards strengthening your talents and gifts. Beware of negativity that could sabotage your confidence. Quietly work to improve your talents, and don't waste time in meaningless pursuits. It means, like, don't sit there trying at something that's not working. Like, I want this relationship, so I'm going to try to utilize my gifts in order to get it. I'm going to try to manipulate it in order to get it. I want this money, so I'm going to keep trying to work on this certain situation that is not meant for you at the time to be working on. There's other things that you should be working on. It says, your divine invitation, believe in yourself, be faithful and consistent as you master your talents, and be patient with the demands they make on you. With your divine helpers working alongside you, your efforts will be worthwhile in the long run. And that's God's honest truth. In the long run, you will see that everything that you will learn and you will gather, you'll be gathering all your tools in your tool belt, and you'll be taking them with you everywhere you go. So that is something that, it's like focusing, on your success. You're going to focus on what you want to do once you learn how to utilize your gifts, what you want to do with them. A lot of people don't always just read for people. For instance, my gifts became a plethora of things. You know, it's a plethora of mediumship, being a clairsentient, you know, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, seeing, channeling, you know, most of all, healing. You know, that's a big thing to be a shaman. You know, it was something that I started off as an energy worker. I never did Reiki. I went right from being an energy worker into shamanism because it was like that was my calling. Mediumship, I didn't really want to do that. I can, but it's not something that I really, you know, and being extremely empathic and intuitive, you feel and know. It's like you're a human lie detector. I said, you know, in my video yesterday, you know, I can pick up immediately if somebody is lying to me or not telling me the truth, or they're playing games with me, or they're not being honest with me. Like, I can feel it immediately. I know without a doubt. That's why I say, if you ever want to know if somebody's cheating, I definitely can tell you if somebody's cheating on you or not, or if somebody's lying to you or not. I can see it right in that person, and I can feel it right in their energy field. It's something that you get yourself so used to picking up as you're shedding your skin. You're shedding layers of yourself, and you're bringing your true empowered self, your true inner self out. You're shedding layers. It's like a snake shedding layers, you know, the skin. As you shed yourself, parts of yourself, you become more awakened to the true person that you really are. You remember who you are. You remember why you came here. Like, I remember more now about Atlantis. I was a part of Atlantis at that time. I didn't realize that until like the last, I want to say 10 years. Like, wow, I was a part of Atlantis. A lot of things, you know, I had a lot of past lives. I was Athena in a past life. And it was funny because I collect owls since I was little. And I could never understand why I would always like play with an owl. And I always wanted a snow owl. I always wanted to have one as a pet. You know, I always wanted it. And I was very much gravitating to Greek mythology. Was a very big thing to me. And I kept going to Athena and Zeus. And I kept being as though I was a part of them when I would hear it, you know, when I was in school. And I was channeled that in my past life, that's what I was. You know, many people were many things. I'm not saying I'm great or anything like that because of that, but that was one of my past lives of who I was. I'm very attached with Nostradamus. Nostradamus was a person who channeled to me. I got a lot of channelings from Nostradamus about a lot of the plague that went on back then, that killed a lot of people. A lot of his predictions that happened, he was telling me about things that are still happening in the world when I tune into him. It depends on who I'm tuning into and who comes in. That's what channeling is all about. It's who you're connecting with. Edgar Cayce was another person I was able to channel with. It seemed as though the people that were very prophetic, you know, prophets, wanted to channel with me. And I felt I got a lot of information, and I got a lot of good guidance on how to be better at what I do. And I'm here to utilize those gifts for you guys. Focus on success, okay? Your divine energy reminds you that the way to create success in the outer world is by first creating success in your inner world. You want to create success in your inner world. It's very important because it all starts with you, as I said yesterday. Observe what is happening around you without taking it personally. You know, I'm a highly sensitive person. I take things very personally. That's why I want the likes and the thumbs up and down. I want them off. I don't want to see it. I would rather not see it because I take everything personally. I know not everybody's going to like you, and there are going to be a lot of people that will like you. But when you are a very sensitive person, okay, not meaning that like just in the sense of sensitive, but because I am a hypersensitive person and empathic, I pick it up and I carry it like a, a heavy load on your back. I don't know if any of you can relate to that, but that is something that happens to me. And it's almost like I would rather walk away from everything than feel that, to feel that heaviness and that density. I don't want to, but it's a double-edged sword. It's part of who I am, and I have to learn to deal with it, and I'm still learning. I'll be learning for the rest of my life until I leave this earth plane here. Observe what is happening around you without taking it personally. Don't waste time resisting what is so. Instead, learn from your present conditions. Then decide what you want differently from here on out. Focus only on that. Don't try to control others. Control your own responses instead. Instead of you wanting to control how other people are behaving, you can teach them how. By walking away. By not engaging. By not allowing them to affect you. You can easily just say, you know what? This person's not for me. I'm not going to get in the arena with them. If they want to behave passive aggressive, or if they want to behave narcissistic, or they want to behave a certain way, that's on them. I don't want to be a part of that. You take yourself out of the situation. Your divine energy is calling you to respond to frustrations in a grounded, non-reactive manner and take nothing personally, good or bad. Instead, keep your focus exclusively what you want to experience or attract. Use your divine energy to guide you through difficult passages. You want to take whatever's being said, okay? And if it's much more than you can handle, then you want to remove yourself from that situation. You don't want to keep yourself there. Because by keeping yourself in and surrounding it and mulling over it and thinking about it over and over again, what does it do? It drains you. And it's unnecessary energy being drained. And it's because you're doing it. I'm going to finish out with this, and I shall be done with my video tonight. However, I wanted to drop some food for thought. Your divine invitation. Avoid temptation to indulge in negative reactions or resentful feelings at this time. Listen to your inner voice for guidance. You can gracefully turn any situation around and move it in a positive, beneficial direction for everyone concerned with the help of your divine energy, and clear the focus if you ask for this. Ask your guidance to help you. You have to ask. If you don't ask, they don't intervene. That's why you have free will. I'm sure you heard this many times from many people if you've been on YouTube channel looking at people. You have to change the tracks. You have to change up your position, and you have to set your boundaries and your standards higher, your vibration higher. Don't go down to another person's level if you're at a certain place. So, I'm going to leave you on a soul level. You're entering a major learning curve, and it's time to change tracks and raise your consciousness to a higher level. Avoid overthinking and instead pray for your divine energy guide to successfully guide you onto your new path, leaving what no longer works behind. Your soul's path is changing because you're ready for this growth and freedom. You need to view all aggravating circumstances and roadblocks as an invitation to move in a new, more aligned, okay? You're realigning yourself in a direction with your authentic self, okay? So basically what you're doing is you're recreating yourself. You are making yourself into the person that you truly are. Underneath all this flesh and clothing and body and everything, there is a soul, okay? And your soul knows what it wants. Just like your eyes are the windows to the soul, you know? When people look at you, they look in my eyes, they can see that you can see transparently through me. I'm very much a expression person. You can tell whether I'm happy, whether I'm sad. It just shows in my eyes more so than anything. And on most people, if you are a person who picks up very easily, you'll know whether a person is in a good place or they're not. So I hope I helped you guys tonight. It is 35 minutes, and I hope that with a little bit of teaching here and a little bit of opening up some avenues and some doors for you guys, I hope that I'll be able to do this. Tomorrow I will be doing all of the elementals on one video. I'll be doing it this way. I don't have to do individuals right now because it's the 16th of October, and I'm going to give you what I'm getting for the rest of the month. I'm going to do it in one video because I feel a lot is going on, and I feel a lot of the signs are basically pretty much mirror reflecting themselves right now. I find that where Pisces, for instance, I get Pisces. Pisces is like really wanting not to put up with any shit anymore. Like Pisces, I feel, is really trying to step into their own space right now. And I also see that there is Gemini doing the same thing. And I also feel that Virgo is doing the same thing. So there's a lot of mirror imaging going on right now. So I would rather putting it into an hour worth of a video than sit here and make 8 more videos or 9 more videos for you guys. I feel like I'll put it into one video and I will have a timestamp so you can just get what you need out of it, because like I said, I'm more into wanting to help you grow. And I will continue to keep reading. And for you that are interested in phone sessions, I do have some available slots right now. You have to email me. It's on my About on my channel. It's click11@hotmail.com. You go on there, or you can go to my website, donnacavallos.com, and you can book a session. However, when you do, I have up to 48 hours to get back to you in order to get you into a slot. And right now, like I said, I have a couple of openings because a couple of people I got ahead of the game, because when I was sick, I did a few things here and there for simple people that were like maybe 15 minutes, which of course was an hour, but they paid for a 15-minute session. I don't mind doing that here and there. And one of my clients mentioned today if I had an Amazon wish list, which I'm going to have up, where you can send to my P.O. box, and I will give you my P.O. box. It'll be on my About also, because for my spirit guides, my archangels who I work with and stuff, it's always good to give back, because I always ask what my angels want, what my spirit guides want. And every week I give something to them. If they want, for instance, sometimes they want candy. Like I just went out and I got chocolate, dark chocolate truffles they were asking for. And I put it up on my little area. I don't like to call it an altar. However, it's sort of like that. And one day I'll show you guys. But I always give offerings, and if you want to, still got my cough. That's why I've been drinking tea. However, I wanted to let you guys know too, a very good incense besides sage and Santos Colombian wood is Dragon's Blood, the Nam Chakra brand. You can order on Amazon for yourself to burn. It cleanses just as good as white sage, and people are using Florida water, and I don't find that to work for me as much as the Dragon's Blood from the Nam Chakra, the Indian brand. I ordered on Amazon a box just like the Nam Chakra. I order on there as well. But I will leave up there because people are asking about the gifting, and I will put up there on my wish list, or you guys can just pick and choose and whatever you want to do, and we'll work out how the sessions go, and you'll be giving to my spirit guides and my angels for having me here, and I'll do gift opening and so forth. I had it wrong. My daughter's fiance works, okay, for a financial district down in Manhattan, and his company has Etsy, not Etsy. I said Etsy and I meant to say Etsy. And they're sponsoring me, so they're sending me little pouches with different types of cosmetics in it that are like Tarte. I get MAC, different things in there, and I have a whole bunch of bags of them. I'll show you guys. I'll bring them out, and I'll be doing like once a month or maybe twice a month a raffle to send to somebody one of their pouch things. I will send it to you because I don't need all that, and being that they're sponsoring, they're sending me, my whole family don't utilize all that, so I felt like it'd be nice to give to you guys as my clients, or people that are going to be dedicated people to my tube, my channel, hanging out here with me. All right, so now I am at 41. All right, guys, well, take care. And for those of you that have landed upon me and are brand new, I would like to say thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much. I hope you come back and spend time with me, and I'm gonna do, I think more towards the end of the week, I'm going to do a live, and I think just to kind of talk, and this way we can kind of hang out, and you guys, we can get to know each other, and we can talk about the things that you want to know more about, that I can open up avenues for you and answer you. And I will do maybe some simple reads in there, if you yes or no things about, do you feel this, do you feel that, and so forth. I think it'll be good so you can get to know me better and understand who I am and where I come from. Alrighty now. All right, guys. I want to say namaste. I want to say have a blessed day, and know that I'm thinking about you and sending good energy to everybody. Okay, guys? I want to say mwah. I love you guys. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.